Welcome back, everybody, to the XBA, including us.
Yeah, we're
Welcome
back. We are coming back in full force. Guys, we are going to get into the beginning of the playoffs by the end of this video. Okay, so the regular season is going to wrap up today. So it's been a while, but we're going full throttle here. And we have some exciting news as far as the relocation goes. If you guys remember, we are going to open up the form here. So you guys see the rules there. If you can be a speed reader and read that really fast. But basically, we need you to pick out of the relocation cities which ones you want to see the new team go to and which XBA 2 team is going to get called up. So you guys remember, we are replacing 2 XBA franchises. We got 2 new teams on the way. So you guys can vote for up to 3 on your form, and the top 2 vote getters will advance to the final round.
Is Dallas back up there?
Dallas is back. There's a couple other cities. Seen Omaha, and then you guys see the XBA 2 teams there. One of those teams will get the call up. So, and we'll go over all the expansion rules at a later date. But you guys know the teams. You guys know what they look like. Might do a new jersey, like if you go for San Antonio. Maybe a new logo if you go for Hartford. But we'll play that by ear. So, can't wait to see the results. And let's get this video underway. If you guys remember the standings, you know that Philly and Carolina are close in the standings in that race for 8th. This could be the last time we see LeBron James, and this is a huge game, guys, with a week and a half left to go.
Remember, guys, in the offseason, he did retire. The CPU made him retire. We overrode that just to make sure that he did come back, because it's LeBron James. We need to have that.
Well, he's going to play till he's 45.
Yeah. So, but, like you said, this may be his last little hoorah here, in the XBA series. So we got to at least try to send him off on a good note.
Yeah, and Carolina was the 1 seed last year, so it's going to be kind of their ego is going to be dinged a little bit if they can't get in, but Pagtacon gets a good layup there, and then you get a 3-ball, and Philly starting to pull away here with about 5:30 left. Lloyd Rosado is even getting in on the action here, and Mbasi is going to get outboarded. And guys, we got a double-digit lead for the Bruisers as they are pulling away big time here. And you guys will notice, here's a Bossy trying to keep his guys in this thing. It's back to a 7-point game. Philly's going to score, though, to make it a 9-point game. So, guys, we got 13 games to get through today. So, we got to go pretty fast. Carolina ultimately made a game out of it. 92-86, though, is your final. Philly, big win. Carolina not eliminated yet, but this does put them behind the 8-ball moving forward.
LeBron with a 30-burger, 38 points, and in a losing effort.
Lloyd Rosado is the lead scorer today.
Dude, he has been pretty solid, man. He has been really taking his game to the next level and really helping these Philly Bruisers out in this playoff push.
Yeah, this is a very important game, too. You guys saw the record. San Jose is a game behind Denver. Both teams trying to play for that spot in the playoffs. So, really, when you look at the Western Conference, we got basically the 7 and 8 seed, possibly the 6 seed up for grabs, depending on how things shake out. San Jose, since adding Bruno Versace, has done pretty well. But, right now they're down by 10. So the Denver Summit, obviously with Rhymes Porter and company, Boss is also a huge difference maker for this team. They're up by 12 and shooting way better than San Jose. So,
yeah, those 2 rookies for Denver are really the big X factors on the reason why Denver's making a big push. And then obviously contributions still from Lonnie Walker, the 4th. He's still hitting those threes like nothing. And then we got Terrence Bell. They've had a couple good drafts, and then including how you still get those contributions from your core, like Lonnie Walker and Ben Simmons, and playing good defense down low. Denver has just been one of the more rock-solid franchises in this series, and it's showing again this season, and they could easily make that push to the playoffs and still maintain that playoff caliber ball.
Yeah, we'll have the standings in a few minutes for you guys, but you guys pretty much know the drill. I mean, it's going to be a race between Socal, St. Louis, Phoenix, New Orleans, San Jose, possibly, and Denver and San Diego for those last few spots. So it's the Western Conference, a little more interesting than the East. Eastern Conference, really maybe only 2 spots up for grabs, but right now we're going to see Washington, St. Louis. So the arrows are on the bubble as well. things not looking great for them early as we get a big dunk there. 40-32. There's Phoenix. Wow.
Yeah, get the payback a little bit there. Josh Richardson with the dunk. You get the dunk. Gotta love that. But Julius Randle, like, where's the hustle, man? You gotta get there. Tries the hustle here, but unfortunately goes back. Gets the foul there.
Yeah, and Bamba misses both right before the half. So it's gonna stay a 4-point game, 44-40.
Yeah, and I wanted to mention that this team, the Arrows, we were easily in the top 3, top 5 spot in the XBA standings in the West Conference. And like you mentioned in the pregame here, we are losing some ground. So this is a huge game for us. Fourth quarter, 5 minutes. We are currently down by 11. So we got to play some defense here. Don't let that lead get extended. But this is not a matchup that you like. Frazier down low, gets his miss, and then there you go.
Well, speaking of that early season run that the Arrows were on, I would call it normalization. Because when you look at your point differential, not that great. There are a lot of teams that have better point differentials in that first half of the year.
I'm okay with it, though.
But, I mean, if you get in the playoffs, you get in the playoffs. That's really the goal here, right?
I'm okay with it, guys. You know what? I'm always a guy that strives for excellence, right? But if we don't make the playoffs, it's not the end of the world. We proved our doubters wrong that the trade worked, and we were playing competitive basketball.
Well, I mean, when you look at what happened with Miami didn't have a great year this year. I mean, they were close, but maybe next year for the Night Owls with Donovan Mitchell. We're going to go to Chicago to see Socal versus, Chicago. They don't have a team name. They're BC Chicago. Millsap.
We still have to mention that, apparently.
I know, but that's what they are. 48-40. Chris Paul with the jumpers, no good. Ball's tipped up, and Bryant will score. So the Supernovas trying to secure that playoff bid. They're in a pretty good spot as of right now, as long as they just don't collapse. Chicago right now tentatively holding on to the 8th seed, and we'll see if they can manage this. I mean, they're down by 8 right now, make it 9. And we get a 3-ball.
Chicago has always been one of those teams that is just really weird to me. They'll play really well. They'll make you a believer, and then all of a sudden they just pull the rug out from underneath you and be like, nope. There's some normalization there for whatever reason. They get back to average. It's just a very weird team. Yeah. But SoCal's been really impressing me under Jason Kidd this season. Like, they get rid of Fitzdale in the offseason this year, and now they have just been playing really, really well. We knew that they were on a 13-game winning streak, I think, at one point. So this team is really, really making me a believer in the Western Conference to see if they can make a push here for the finals. But they take care of Chicago pretty easily here, guys. 96-88, an 8-point win, and they get a nice win on the road.
Chicago never been able to figure out that secret sauce. Obviously, they've had some injury problems over the years, too. And Colo's gone down twice. They did finally make the playoffs last year, but it was as an 8 seed. So I'm not sure what Chicago needs to do differently, but maybe just keep plugging along. And let's go here to the Storm Center, guys. We have a team in San Diego. They're in a solid position right now, but they do have to win games down the stretch. And you have a team with Kentucky close to clinching a spot, probably the hottest team in the league right now, Kentucky Colliers.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that they're making a nice little push here for the playoffs, and it's just kind of reminding me of that year 2 push to the playoffs and the finals. They're getting big contributions from their big guys down low, and maybe, just maybe, the push that they needed is from one of their trade pieces that they got, right?
Well, Jeremy Grant's been a good addition for this squad, and then TJ Warren, the free agent pickup. Let's see what Warren can do again. And they're going to get the foul on Westbrook. So Westbrook is picking up some fouls here in the first half. 48-46. Batum's going to miss. Looney is going to be right there.
Question I'm noticing. I have not called Rakeem Savage's name in a very, very long time.
There he is.
Thank God. That was not scripted, okay? I haven't even seen this cut.
You don't know what's happening.
No, I don't. You made this cut.
I did. Yeah, Savage has not quite had that oomph, compared to his peers. So it's been a little slow the last year and a half or so. Got to pick things up down the stretch. But, you know, you never know when the light bulb's going to go off for some of these young guys. He's probably like 22 right now. So, you know, you never know. But Kentucky in the lead right now, and look at that swat by Anthony Davis.
AD making presence felt.
Westbrook was going for the tie and not going to make it. We're going to have a miss on the other end. Davis is going to get it, and the foul. It's going to make it 91-86, pending the free throw. It's good.
As if there was any doubt, guys. 92-86. They're gonna try to I was gonna say try to get some more insurance points, but 98-93 is your final. It's a victory for Kentucky. They get it done, and it's another win for the Colliers. We see it often.
Are they back? Are the Colliers back? We saw them year 2, like you said, coming on super strong at the end. Dangerous team in the playoffs.
I'm a little scared. It's the one thing you just don't want as a creator of this, as a co-creator of this, is to see, you know, repeats. I want to see these teams come up.
All right, let's take a look at some of these results here on the day. You had the Monsters beating the Jacks. Bruisers lose to the Riptide. Cannons are kind of falling off here. Night Owls basically eliminated with that loss at 30-36 now. Things not looking up for Miami. Let's take a look at the standings here with a few days left in the regular season. You guys see the games remaining, 4 to 5 games left. Columbus, Montreal, New York, Atlanta. Then you got Washington, Pittsburgh, and you have Kentucky surging up. BC Chicago's got 3 games left. They are tied right now with the Bruisers with 5 games remaining. Fly Guys are running out of time. Neon, Sting, and Bandits are still alive. Jacksonville Jump are completely irrelevant this season. We never really put it together. So, looking forward to picking in the lottery for the first time. Honolulu, El Paso, LA have clinched. You got Kansas City, Nashville, Socal in 6. San Diego 7, and Phoenix 8. Right now.
So, Phoenix made a push. But then again, you know, guys, 8 seed, kind of flimsy, man. Kind of flimsy. Yeah. Doesn't really mean a whole lot. There's a bunch of games left. There's a handful of games left. And you've got maybe, 5, 6
4 to
teams?
5 games, yeah.
Vying for that 8 spot?
Yeah, basically 6 through 11 up for grabs in the Western Conference. And this is a major game here. We're going to have the Neptunes and the Supernovas. The Neptunes have to make the playoffs. You're in a 36-team league with Lillard and Kawhi Leonard. You got to make the playoffs.
Well, they got in such a hole with no bench. Now that they made that trade with Detroit, they've had some push for this late season push to help them get there. But now it's like conversion time. It's conversion time. Yeah. You got to convert. You got to get it done.
Yeah, and it's a tight game early. Culver's going to float one, no good. He's going to get the miss, and he's going to pick up a couple free throws.
Oh, God.
We got a steal going the other way. Is that Bazemore? Bazemore with the dunk. All right. So SoCal, 45-44 in the lead right now.
It's just kind of depressing, man. We got another turnover here, but this time it's against SoCal. Juan Argueta taking it the other way, and then firing up a 3-ball in the fourth quarter. A huge shot. That's going to go for Chris Paul. We got a 3 here from Damian Lillard. No good. Looking for the lead. 95-96. A big dunk.
It's going to be 198 right now. And then, whoa. He got that over Lillard. I thought he was going to put a good defensive play. And then Lillard going to miss. So, not the Lillard that we've been seeing in real life. Usually he's been pretty clutch.
No, Lillard is just insane. But
he's going to miss that one.
104-98. 50 seconds left to go. Juan Argueta gets the green. That's a tough shot in the face of somebody. And then down low is D'Angelo Russell. No defense down low.
They went for the turnover. And going to miss on the other end. Neptunes now have their back up against the wall with a 107-100 loss to the Supernovas.
Yeah, Supernovas just too good, man. I'm impressed with SoCal. If anybody's my dark horse now, like we had our dark horses and all that in the preseason or whatever, but now looking at the field, I'd probably pick SoCal.
I'm sticking with my prediction. You know, I said Honolulu, Atlanta. Both teams comfortably in the playoffs right now. I'm sticking with that.
I don't even remember what I said.
Let's go here. Tampa Bay, Chicago. The Sting, you know, they're alive. They're a team that we haven't seen too much of this year. Had kind of an average season so far, but they are hanging in there. Right now they got a tied game. And a 2-ball there. It's going to be 43-41. Inside, that's Gallinari. Almost the assist there with Kennedy Alvarez.
I mean, you could have probably taken the easier route to the basket than that, but okay, Gallinari. It's all right. Wayne Cartwright here with the fadeaway gets the green. Here's a shot. Gonna miss. Wow. Yeah, that was not a good attempt there, but the Sting are up by 2, 56-54. Jumping forward. And so is Goga Batadze with 2.
I thought
forward.
Dunston got all ball right there, but they're going to call Nas for the foul. Let's see. Other end. Batadze with a miss. Dunston cleans it up.
That probably could have been easier too.
We should have dunked that, man.
There's some tough shots being made here.
Look at the good defense, though, from Nas Dunston.
He is. He's a beast, man. St. Louis Billiken.
Gotta like it.
3-ball.
4-3. And not looking good for Chicago.
Little spin move here from Cartwright. That's going to be good. Gets that green to go. 95-93.
It's getting closer. We got a tie game with 140 left now. This might be our first, down to the wire game. The New Orleans game was pretty close, but Socal was kind of took control there. And we need a back and forth finale here. 97-97. We got a minute 17. Lead is changing by the possession. Well, it's going lead to tie, I should say.
Literally by every possession. 99-99, and look who it is. Kyrie gets to the line. He will hit the first. Likes it. Loves it. Wants some more of it. I haven't said that in a long time. 101-99. 2 points.
Paxson.
Good. He's got that clutch gene. 103-101 as Kyrie hits the 2. Down to the wire.
Oh.
Missed shot, but
Alvarez.
foul. Kennedy, what are you doing, man?
Foul them. Smart move.
Maybe.
That was a smart decision. Robinson's going to get the second.
No
Kennedy's
turnovers.
going to be at the line, trying to go up by 3.
Man, okay. All right.
Got
Little headsy player there. Okay, so they're down by 3, guys. With 5 seconds to go, you got to fire this thing up. What are you doing? Get it off.
Shoot it.
Get it off.
They didn't even get the shot.
Come on. Dude, you had 3 different looks, and nobody wanted to take the final shot.
Just shoot it. Somebody shoot it, please.
You know what? That might be a tell. That might be a tell. A sign that the reason Chicago does not advance is that nobody wants the spotlight. Nobody wants
the shot.
Nobody wants to take the risk and let it be on their shoulders.
All right. We're going to simulate here to April 9th, and Chicago's going to lose again. So they are on a 3-game losing streak. Let's take a look at the scores. Cyborgs beat the Supernovas. Supernovas still feeling pretty good. Neptunes beat the Colliers. That was huge. I almost showed that game. I was thinking about it. Thought maybe too much New Orleans Neptunes. But looking at the other day here, the Neon beat the Cyclones. That's a bad loss for San Diego.
We beat Columbus.
Sting lose to Wisconsin, so it kind of nullifies their big win against Chicago. All right, updated standings here. We guys see all of the teams that have clinched their spots with 2 games left, 1 to 2 games remaining. Pittsburgh clinches the 7th seed, so there's only 1 spot left between Wisconsin, Philly, Tampa, Chicago, and maybe Carolina, but I think it's going to be hard. Maybe the Neon have 2 games left, so that's their advantage there. And then going to the West, still the same teams, although Nashville has clinched. So St. Louis, San Diego are in right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Phoenix right behind them, Denver, New Orleans, San Jose's got 2 games left, so they've got a shot still. If they need some help though for that to actually come through. But let's get into this really, really big game here. Denver and Nashville. Now Denver, they need to win this game.
Yeah, Nashville's
in.
Nashville's okay, but Denver needs that clinch win. I mean, they're still going to need some work ahead, but I mean, if they lose, they're really in bad shape. Trying to catch the Cyclones and the Arrows. So far, so good. Up 13-4. So looking good for Denver right now. And a 3-ball is going to go. So you talk about a good start.
It would be a travesty to me if Denver doesn't make the playoffs. They've been so good. They've been so solid all year long, and then just kind of, just as luck would have it, if they get it bounced. But 52-41, they're taking it to a playoff confirmed team. So they've got They got it in the making here. They can get it done.
Yeah. Well, it's not looking good. Although Nashville trying to get into this game. You know, if you're Nashville, you gotta keep going. You know, you don't want to take the foot off the pedal. Otherwise,
no, it sets the tone. It sets the momentum going into the playoffs. That oh man, we just lost against a team that was out of it.
So keep playing if you're Nashville. But Denver's looking like they got this under control because you got Rhymes Porter,
MRP,
and another big dunk. That's what he does.
That's what he does, man. He's solid. 99-83 is your final score. A 16-point win. That's the type of statement that you make if you're wanting to push for the playoffs. Yes, 33 points for Wyatt Price, man. He in a losing effort, dude. Yeah, that's a lot.
Not much from Durant today.
Good win, though. Where was he? Where was he?
Like 14 points, 16 points. Let's go to the Cheese Center. It's my favorite place. Can you imagine the concessions that you would get at the Cheese Center?
I remember who I picked now. Wasn't it Columbus?
Yeah. You had Columbus.
I don't remember who I picked in the West, though.
Columbus is a good pick. Wisconsin virtually needs this game. If they lose, it's going to be hard sledding the rest of the way. Going to need everything to fall right if they do drop this one. There's John Michael Remick.
Jeez, man. That's a tough shot. Still got it to go.
Giffey's going to get the foul. Hero looks like he thought he might have missed that one. He started chasing the rebound. But it goes in, and right now it's a 59-50 lead for the Baskin Hounds, and the lead
foreshadowing
is increasing. Asher Payne for 2.
Everybody doubted Asher Payne, said it might have been a bad pick, but he's been contributing big time. 90-83.
Giffey.
3 minutes. Yes, Giffey good.
Whoa.
Another Giffey alley-oop.
Yeah, and, Wisconsin, if they're going to get this done, it's got to be without Jaylen Brown, because you guys remember Jaylen Brown on that injury list. He's done for the season. So, if Wisconsin somehow gets in without Jaylen Brown, that's going to be massive. And Embiid is going to foul out. So now you're talking no Jaylen Brown, no Embiid, trying to beat the number 1 seed in the East.
That's going to be a tough task, man. A very, very tough task. But it is a 3-point game nonetheless. And now Columbus going to the line. They've got to hit their shots, and they do. 100-96, a 4-point game. You maybe need a 3 here. You need a 3. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
Maladon hits it. All right. 199. Who's going to the line? It's going to be RJ Barrett.
He just rhymed right there.
I know.
It's pretty solid. RJ.
First.
Okay, so you need another 3. And anything less is not going to cut it here.
Lonzo's got the DNA of a champion.
Bouchard.
They go to Boucher.
Yeah, Boucher.
The power forward. With the big power forward.
That's something I would have done. No.
Not sure.
No, I wouldn't have.
What about Giffey? Maybe go Giffey.
Giffey could hit the 3. He showed it at Kansas last year.
Well,
he could have done it.
In the game, all the announcers refer to him as Giffey.
I know, it's really strange. It's weird. I think there's another name that he says that's like
ABC?
Like what? No, it's just a normal name that you think like, dude, what are you doing?
All right, let's check these scores here. The Cyclones get demolished by El Paso. Not good. The Vortex beat the Monsters. Bad loss for Phoenix, and that should virtually eliminate them. City Slickers beating the Neptunes. Very bad loss for New Orleans.
We scored 67 points.
67 points.
What the heck is that?
Yeah. So let's get to the final day of the regular season. We got 3 games on tap. The Neon beat the Stampede. Cannons eliminate the Fly Guys, although the Fly Guys had a very tough road ahead regardless. And they're officially eliminated. Tampa Bay now also officially eliminated. So let's check what we're looking at here. Wisconsin holding on to the 8. You get Philly, Chicago, and New York. All going for that 8 spot. So
I'm kind of hoping that Philly gets in. I want to see the non-Malik Jones-led Philly Bruisers get into the playoffs.
I want to see Wisconsin or New York myself because I want Kimmerly to be in the playoffs. I think he would be a good story.
He's a good story. He's a good game changer there. But
could have that 8 versus 1 upset possibly.
St. Louis.
All right, Denver right now in the 7. St. Louis holding on to the 8. They are a game ahead of Phoenix. So Phoenix, I suppose, technically alive. I might have misspoke, but going to be hard. New Orleans also 1 game out. So, guys, let's go here to the Brawl Pit. Must-win game if you are the Philadelphia Bruisers going against Socal Supernovas. Supernovas virtually, they got this thing in. They're in, I believe.
But again, we've talked about it before. You need, if you're this playoff team, you got to go into it with some momentum, with a nice W. Don't want to set the tone of losing the last game of the year to a team that was technically on the bubble.
Yeah, there's Pogdecon. There's Cruz to Bazemore.
Nice little save there.
With Brady Dye in the rebound. No.
Brady Dye, dude.
Well, I wanted to show that highlight because it had all 3 of their last first-round draft picks
in one little sequence there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, Brady Dye can't.
Well,
I don't know how he's still.
I think Dye was a late second round, right?
Yeah.
Cruz and Dye are in the same draft.
But we know those year 1 prospects have got like a lot of bricks in them, for sure. But final score at the first half, 47-37. I almost did what you did earlier. Oh, it's the final score. No. We get a rebound. Good. That's 2 ball. Tommy Diamantakos for 3. I loved saying that name for his college career. And
I can tell Philadelphia wants this a little bit more.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, Socal's fighting. Here's Pogdecon for 3.
Cha-ching.
Pogdecon. It's going to be 96-89, and we get a miss Rosado with the rebound. The other way, Philly's going to score, making a 9-point lead under 1 minute. So big win here for Philadelphia. The Bruisers are going to take this one. Just to ice it, it's Nico Mannion for 2. 101-89.
I love this team, man. I love Pogdecon. I love the Lloyd Rosado edition. I love Tommy Diamantakos. It's a good team out there in Philly. I hope that they can make a little bit of a run, get hot.
They got to get in because it's going to come down likely to whoever will own the tiebreak. But we'll see. But yeah, good win for Philadelphia here, and we're going to check out New York versus Atlanta. So no playoff implications here, perhaps some seeding implications. So we're taking a break from the bubble a little bit to watch this one. It's going to be Malik versus Sobchak. Again, but it'll be fun to see. You know, I kind of think with these 2 guys, it's kind of fun now to think Malik versus the Bruisers. But this was the original rivalry, right? It was Malik versus Sobchak. So.
Yep. We had who was the number 1 pick, right? Who deserved the number 1 pick in year number 1? Was it Malik? Was it Sobchak? Ultimately, it was Sobchak.
But ultimately, I think Malik is better.
He is better. He's objectively better.
Well, Nick Claxton, the center, hits a 3. Then that's a huge dunk for Siakam. So New York almost back in this game. We're getting a floater to Malik.
Go. All right, so he's making it known, man. He's making it known. We are the top seed. We're one of the top seeds in the East, you Atlanta Olympians. And I deserve that number 1 pick, dang it.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I like Atlanta, though. Moving into the playoffs, I got a good feeling about the Olympians. But we'll see. I mean, a lot will depend on the seeding. You know, if they end up with a 3, 4, 5, 6 seed, you know, it'll make a difference.
I'm actively rooting against New York, though. I'm rooting against New York.
Yeah,
I will just come out and say it. I'm just
not going.
No, I don't want New York to do anything.
They're the mod team, though. They're the mod team with Anthony and Malik. How about this? He's gonna hit the deck there for 2. Is that Woods or Jackson?
I can't ever tell the difference. Keneal Mason can tell the difference. I can't.
82-78. We got a foul inside. 82-79. Floater goes. 5-point game right now. Look at those moves by Anthony.
You know, Marcus is very good. He's been the X factor for New York this season. You could say Malik Jones, right? But he's a given. Marcus Anthony needed to take his game to the next level. And hitting this 3 gets him back in it, guys. 88-88. Missed shot here for Atlanta. We've got a push here from the City Slickers. Can they get a 2 to go?
Oh.
And Sobchak with the foul. Maybe that was smart. We'll see. We'll find out if he misses some shots here. That's actually going to be good for 1. And LaMelo will miss the second and now only down by 1. Sobchak here with the rebound. Kicks it up court. And we've got a drive for Butler. Gets the 2 off the glass to go up by 1 for them. Now we've got a 2. Going to be no good for New York. And they'll have to foul. Jimmy Butler gets to the line. Or that might be Jamal Turner. Jamal Turner.
They got similar hair. I get confused.
That's what throws me off. But hey, guys, 92-89, 3 ball up, and oh, he hit that. He hit it. 92-92. LaMelo hits. Now we got Jamal Turner with 3 seconds left to go. We got to get a shot off. Oh, there you go. Jamal Turner with the buzzer beater. And bye-bye, Malik. Goodbye-bye.
What do you mean bye-bye? He's going to see you in the playoffs, man.
Oh, and I love it. It sets the tone, man. It sets the tone for the playoffs. You lost a buzzer beater to Atlanta. It's the Sobchak thing all over again.
I didn't get the box score on that. But you're making me pick a side. I'm starting to feel bad for Malik in New York.
Oh, no, man.
I'm going to be in their
I'm looking at that World USA game. Sobchak hit the last minute buzzer beater. Oh, my God. It's just the thing. It's just a thing, man. I hope that New York finds themselves out of the mix here.
All right.
I'm actively rooting against them.
New York, I believe, in a win and you're in situation, but Chicago is alive as well. And I think both of these teams are going to fight to the death here. 49-45. Kemmerly inside, and he does it again. Hits the deck with the foul.
Dude, his career is gonna get shortened, I think, with how much contact he takes, how much contact to the floor he takes.
It's a good point. 67-66. It's Paxson for a long 2. Actually, they're gonna give him a 3. We got a block. Green's gonna get it back. Is that Paxson again?
It is.
Paxson.
It is.
I'm having a hard time seeing today or something. Cartwright. It's kind of tough with the, it's a light court. You get the pink. It's, it strains your eyes.
And the red. You chose red. I would have made him wear blue.
Well, they got the black
or that
dark gray.
Something you could see a little bit better. But we got Wayne Cartwright here for 3, and 97-82, a 15-point lead. I think it's pretty safe to say that the Neon have been bounced.
It's not looking good. Going to Kemmerly.
It's not looking good. It's 15 points. They're out of it, man. There's no way they're coming back here. There's no way. 46 seconds. Then you got 2 ball.
There he goes.
Yep. 99.
Chicago.
92. Oh my God. Wait. Hold up a second. They came back a little bit. 7 points.
No, we're just showing the 2.
Okay.
Or just the mini wannabe comeback that never materialized.
You freaked me out there with your little edit. Thinking over here that New York's making this random comeback, but wasn't meant to be.
The Neon are going to be in the lottery. The good news about missing the playoffs is you can get a top free agent. That's what everybody wants.
So maybe, as St. Louis, we should be rooting against making the playoffs.
There's that philosophy.
So what do I want? Do I want to prove people wrong, or do I want to miss the playoffs and get better?
Yeah, and lose in the first round probably. Frazier is going to score. So New Orleans, this is a do or die situation here, and they are not stepping up to the moment. Right now, 40-32, and a 3-ball from Dennis Smith. So not looking great. Lillard will get New Orleans going a little bit. It's going to be a 9-point lead. Make it 7. Make it 5. It's dwindling. 5-point lead. Frazier for 2.
I always love the scoreboard here. No was what?
I don't know where to go with that.
I don't know either. But 47-51, 4-point lead for Washington for was, and we got good defense down low.
Did you see how he just like snatched that ball back?
I love it. It's James Vine, man. James Vine and Frazier, dude. The defense down low for this team is really what's driving this. You know what? I take that back. It's a couple things. It's Sobchak's coaching. It's good defense down low, like I mentioned, plus the offense that those two guys provide, and Tyler Walsh. It's Tyler Walsh is the X factor this season. He's been the point guard. They love him so much that they pushed Bruno Versace out because Tyler Walsh has been so good.
Yeah,
but guys,
Lillard's gonna miss for 3. He was going for the tie.
Yes, a 3-point lead.
Man, this would be a colossal disappointment if New Orleans misses the playoffs here, and it's looking that way as it's gonna be 99-94. We got 32 seconds. 2-ball is good. Make it 99-96.
Got him hope for a miss, and it's a green. Buddy Hield hits the green in a 5-point lead. Got to get down the court here really quickly and fire this thing up. Oh, he got it.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So a 2-point lead. They'll have to foul here, of course. 6.6 left. Gets it down to 4.8. So you got to hope for some misses here and get a shot off. Let's see what happens. We got a miss.
There's-
Uh-oh, buddy healed. Don't you do it.
Stay alive.
All right, so you got to get down the court fast.
Hustle.
Argata.
Hustle.
3
Hustle.
seconds, dude. You got to
Shoot
fire it
it.
up.
Oh, no. Not going to happen.
Season on the line. Playoff hopes on the line. Can't hit it. That's unfortunate.
That's a disappointment. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
if you're
is.
New Orleans, too, and they gave Detroit that first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
But when you look at free agency, they've got an opportunity to add a really big piece. I mean, if they get lucky, they can get that big piece, and they could be the first super team. So, if you're a New Orleans fan, I think that's what you're looking forward to. Just hold out hope. Maybe you can get a Julius Randle.
That sucks so bad,
Or
though.
Andre Drummond.
We looked at this team in the preseason. We're like, dude, Kawhi and Dame, like, what?
And
That's
got
a big 1-2 punch that we had never had in this.
They
league.
got crazy minutes too. I mean, because they had to shoulder this team all year. Because I know we give the benches their fair share of minutes in this league. But
Right.
yeah, the superstars were carrying the load, and just amounts to a 35-35 season. So maybe next year for New Orleans. Luck plays a part too. I think they got to swing. They can swing by a couple of games. Nashville, Wisconsin. Now Wisconsin is sitting right there as well. And we're not going to know how these tiebreakers shape out until we see the final standings. So Wisconsin got to win this game to have any hope at all. And right now, they are down by 9 after that dunk. And, come on,
Trying
man.
to get flashy with it. 2 points possible here coming for Nashville. Durant, that's a good pass down low. And then they turn that missed shot into 2 more points. 87-76. Here's a missed shot in the corner. And 2 points to go for Nashville. Now they're starting to convert. And then Alejandro Sanchez Jr. with the big hops. Gonna get 2. We got Dunk City out here in Wisconsin so far, guys. We got Anton Seeger going down low. He gets the 2. It is a 4-point game. 89-95. Get it up to 6. And Durant, 35 points. So we talked about, like, where was he in the last game that we saw? He's back. He's back in full force. And that's a really tough shot by Alejandro Sanchez Jr. He's going to hit, and it looks like that's it, man. That's it for Wisconsin.
That's
a 5-point loss against Nashville. So Nashville ended up losing the game that we saw earlier from them, but they came back with a full head of steam and said, you know what? We got to, again, set the tone.
It was a good effort for Wisconsin. I mean, they've been playing without Jaylen Brown for 2 months now, and they were right there in the playoff mix. And I think if Brown played, they're going to have like a 4, maybe 5 game swing in the win column. So they would have been a playoff team without that injury, I'm sure. And it just was not their year. And hopefully they'll be back next year and get a lottery pick and a free agent.
This is a matchup that I like. So, you know what? I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my guys here. Watching them, do I root for them, or do I say, no, we're not?
I think in your heart of hearts, you want to miss the playoffs. I think I read that.
Oh, but no, man. I want to win at all costs.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think what's better. What's better for us?
Tank.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
55-52. Arrows looking okay here. They can still survive if the Cyclones lose, but San Diego is going to need some help. They need St. Louis or Denver to lose.
Buddy.
They've got their game against Montreal coming up today, if necessary. So, San Diego in the mix, but it looks like St. Louis is going to take care of the opening game here.
Looks like, wait, man, 98-90. Well, it's not over here. It's not over here. It's a 6-point game, guys. Phoenix, wow, with the foul, gets the 2. 100-94. It's a 6-point game.
I spoke too soon.
Yes, you did. It is a 4-point game now. 2-point game with a minute left.
Tie it, baby.
No!
Come on.
Randall with the rebound. Now here's Phoenix. While the fans are on their seats trying to help Atlanta, help their guys in the court here. Let's see what Phoenix was drawing up. They go to Nasir Little. He gets the screen. Nasir Little. Miss shot. No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me.
Lose.
Here's Jamal Turner down low to Sobchak. He missed. He gets his own rebound. He missed. He gets blocked.
Come on.
Let's go. Let's go.
Way.
Phoenix pass down low to EJ Sanders with the 2-ball. Okay, Jamal Turner here for 2, guys. 104-102. 3-ball from Phoenix, no good. But Bamba with the rebound and 0.5 seconds left, and that will clinch us the playoffs.
Now, Atlanta decides to not foul. They decide to play defense. Gotta say, I disagree with that decision because if you get the ball back, no timeouts. I guess you're going for a turnover or something, but just foul the guy and just play the odds.
Dude, I'm still, even after that nice win, I just don't know what was best for us. I just don't know. Prove the doubters
Anything
wrong.
Can happen.
Or
you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. So
true.
St. Louis will be the 7 or 8 seed depending on what happens in the remainder of this video. So if you're a San Diego Cyclones fan, you need Denver to lose. If you're a Denver Summit fan, you need Denver to win, obviously. And Baltimore is just here to be the opposition. There's Anthony with a foul. DJ Anthony. I was disappointed in Baltimore. I thought with Roscoe, and then you see in the progression with Socal and Anthony, I thought, you still have Bledsoe, you still have Rose. I thought Baltimore was primed for a good season. Didn't get it done.
DJ Anthony's been very outspoken on Twitter. He's been very outspoken on Twitter. He's been a guy that's been voicing his frustrations with the play that Baltimore has produced here in the last couple of months.
Just hasn't been great. I mean, they were in the playoff mix until about mid-March. Then they kind of fell off the face of the earth. But right now it's a 4-point game. Denver Summit trying to lock this thing up. They're going to make it a 6-point game. Cyclones fans, are you feeling good or bad right now? I don't know. A 10-point game. Klay Thompson. So if you're a Cyclones fan, you need Klay to heat up. And there's Roscoe for 2. 5-point game. Cell Boss for 2.
Oh, I see what you said there. I was confused for a minute. I thought you
say?
mixed up the Cannons and Cyclones.
No.
They
need, I mean, the Cyclones need Denver to lose, and obviously they're not going to. So the San Diego-Montreal game, where you will not be showing that one because San Diego, unfortunately, is out. I think that's criminal because they have. When you go off the point differential, you guys will probably see on the standings. San Diego was one of the top 4 teams in terms of average point differential, and it's not going to matter. They do beat the Cyclones to finish 37-33. So you guys see the final games of the season there. Colliers lose to Detroit on the final game. Arrows with the win. Summit with the win. Basket Hounds Peppers could be a preview. I don't know. We'll check out the playoff brackets here in a minute, but the final standings, you got Honolulu, El Paso, LA, Nashville, Kansas City, St. Louis, Denver, and Socal.
Wow, so we vaulted all the way from 8 to...
Well, that might not be how they're seeded. But San Diego, I'm look at that point differential, 4.7. Cyborg's also 3.1, which is a very good point differential. Not quite good enough here. So, Vancouver Vortex in last place. They're in a rebuilding season, though. I think they'll be okay with that. Columbus, Montreal, New York, Washington, and Atlanta. So it looks like New York, Atlanta could
like
be your
this
3-6 matchup.
I like this field in the East. That's a pretty solid field. Plus you get Pittsburgh and Philly in there. That's a solid field, man. I'm excited for the Eastern side of this.
Yes, so Philly gets the tiebreak over Chicago according to the game. So Philadelphia is your 8 seed, and Chicago will be out. Boston 20-50.
Yeah, they got some work to do. Anthony Davis wins the MVP.
Hard to argue. 22.9 and 11.5 with the 2 blocks. We could override it. As you see some stats there, LeBron had 30 points a game. Malik was number 3 in points per. But yeah, we're not going to override it. I just wanted, I never pressed the override button, so I want to see what we're dealing with.
Yep. And we got CJ Thomas winning Rookie of the Year, which, isn't necessarily too surprising at 20.3 points per game. But, Jerome Blackman, he led his team to the playoffs and the number 2 seed in the East.
I was a little surprised. I didn't think Thomas would get it. I thought it was going to go to Blackman. The first couple months, I thought Hendricks was a lock, and obviously he finished up there as well.
The thing is, though, he's hitting 53% as a shooting guard. So that's good too. Probably why he won it. But RJ Hampton winning 6th Man of the Year, Anthony Davis winning Defensive Player of the
I screwed up sliding through, but I just left it in there.
Well,
too much work to edit for me.
Wins the Defensive Player of the Year plus the MVP. Now, Most Improved Player will go to Bernard Colvin. Rick Carlisle, the head coach for the Honolulu Riptide, wins Coach of the Year. And then we have our all XBA first team. I almost did it. I almost said NBA.
Luka, Russell, LeBron, Giannis, and Davis. No surprise there. We'll check out the second team and our first custom player to ever make an end of season All-Star team. It's Malik Jones. We finally got somebody in that elite echelon. And then check this out.
Wow. The all NBA third, all XBA third team, CJ Thomas and Jerome Blackman.
That's impressive.
You know what's even more impressive of that? They're rookies.
That's what I'm saying.
And the fact that we don't have other XBA players who have like custom prospects, they aren't in there above those two rookies, just shows you how good that those guys have been this season.
I mean, if a player did that in real life, maybe like LaMelo Ball is on the third team this year, like you would say like the sky is the limit for that player in the future.
MRP on the all defense side of things as well, second team. And then we have our all rookie first team, Thomas, Blackman, MRP, Hendricks, Eklund. No surprises there, guys. Really no surprises. We go to the second team, got Tyler Walsh, Russell, Frazier, Boss, Demon Tacos. Again, just the familiar faces. This has been my favorite class, big time. So I'm excited for their future.
Looking forward to the playoffs. We have the injury report there, and the big one for Honolulu is going to be Zagarach, who's going to be out at least a month. So if he comes back at all, it'll be in the finals, and then Pittsburgh without Bol and Reddish. So it's going to be tough for Pittsburgh as the 7th seed.
Yeah, it's going to hurt them.
Yeah, we're looking at the stats here just so you guys can take a look there in points per game. Blackman was 19th in the league. I thought Cartwright had a very good year as well overall. Mason Hendricks also very good.
I love seeing the custom guys starting to take over. This is what we wanted to see. Eventually they start coming in. But MRP too, by the way, he's top 40 in scoring as a rookie, power forward / center. That's pretty solid, man. They got Tyler Walsh top 50. Oh, he's 51st, but technicalities, right? Sobchak now down into top 60. Like, what are you doing,
Roscoe,
man? As
69.
Former number 1 player in the league, like what's going on? And then Malachi Hendricks.
I wanted to check his points per game because I thought they went down from the previous year, but it actually went up. So
and then Phoenix Wah finally getting his chance here. Got 14.3, top 100, top 80 scorer. But the thing with California is that next season they got to really figure this thing out because they are kind of wasting talent on that team.
It's true.
Not making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, I like Damian Dillard was 100th in points per game. Now, the one thing I would like to see more of our custom guys we need some rebound monsters because you're looking here, not a lot of our guys in that top 20 in rebounds per game.
It's true.
I mean, other than I think Frazier,
Marcus Bryant,
and Zagarach. Then you got Head, Rhymes, Porter, Eklund. So maybe they're coming up. There's Frazier.
They're starting to come up.
We need that Capella Drummond guy.
It's just not a popular thing. It's not something that a lot of people want to use. It takes them a long time to win a custom prospect.
Right.
So you don't want to just I don't want to say waste it, but they don't want to use their prospect on a guy that's just a rebounder,
The assist guys, though, doing pretty good. You had Sanchez, Tashi, and Walsh up there in the assist. I like Hendricks at small forward, one of the top assist guys in the league. At Anthony, there's Benji Adams, you get CJ Thomas, Morant only 23rd. I thought he'd be a little bit higher. Blackman, obviously an offensive rookie. And let's check out the rookie report, guys.
Jerome Blackman, man, 21.2. I don't know, dude. It's just such a tough draw. But we've beaten that horse to the death here. Tommy Diamantacos, top 10 in scoring.
Oliver
St. Patrick,
Grimes, 10 points.
Now that's surprising to me. But we got some nice names there, man. Max Ross.
Sure.
Max Ross, Auburn guy in the top 20. That's actually pretty surprising to me. But we saw Andrew Pierre in there. We got John Schooner. We got Isaiah Thomas, AJ Menendez finally getting their shot.
They got called up.
Yeah.
Heath got some rebounds. You get 3 rebounds a game for a rookie.
Colin Healy and 41st, DJ Hilliard. And
Olawale, I never got around to actually importing his new DNA, but he was on the reserve for Phoenix. Okay, let's check out the playoff field here. Guys, look at those matchups. What do you think?
That sucks.
1 versus 8.
1 versus 8. But you know what? The silver lining here for us, we might be able to pull off this upset just because of our ability to rebound. They don't have Zagarac.
Right.
We've got Bamba, Hernan Gomez, Randall, Pierre. We got all these big dudes that can match up well against Honolulu. It's just Trae Young. That's going to be the big thing.
The 4-5 matchup, Kansas City and Nashville play in the same division. So these teams know each other. You're going to have Doncic versus Durant. I want to see like Price and Sanchez. I love their chemistry. I think they got a lot of good chemistry. Nashville can score. But Kansas City, obviously, with the star power with Durant, Doncic, going to be good. And then we got this regional game here, right down the road from each other. Anaheim versus Los Angeles. Socal, LA. LA, I mean, they got the team to do it, and so does Socal. Socal's got a powerful starting 5.
It's going to be a close one. That much I can guarantee, man. It's going to come down to the wire. I don't think this is going to be a 5-game series. It's probably going to go 7. And Socal could easily sneak this one away from LA. It's just one of those things with LA. They just never get it done. Yeah. So we'll see. But Denver, El Paso. Now this one's pretty cool too because El Paso's going to want to shoot. They're going to want to shoot often. And I think DeAndre Ayton, is he hurt still?
He's good. He's good to go.
He's healthy. All right.
Nico's back.
That'll be a nice matchup with MRP and Ayton and see who is the alpha dog in that room.
Yeah, I kind of want to put El Paso on upset alert, but I think they'll take care of Denver. I like El Paso in the playoffs.
This one's a tough draw for Philly though, because Philly has to now go up against Columbus again and try to beat them in a 7-game series. So very, very tough. I don't think that they're going to be able to do that.
Too young.
They could do it, but Columbus has shown how good that they are all season long, and it would be a miracle if Philly could win that game or win that series.
And this one too, Washington was hot early, tailed off a little bit, but it seems like they picked it up at the right time to get into the playoffs as the 4 seed, and then you have Kentucky Colliers, the hottest team in the league, I would argue. Mm-hmm. And obviously they've done it before. That whole unit is still there. Davis, Parker, the other Davis, Garland, and Savage. So those guys are all still.
Washington will be tested in that series, but it's going to be a fun one nonetheless. You want to talk about fun ones? This one's going to be really fun. We got Sobchak against Malik.
Now, I was pulling. I wanted New York, Philly, but like I said earlier in the video, I will take this as a consolation prize.
Yeah.
I think this is a cool matchup.
I do too. I hope Atlanta wins this thing. But, it's going to be fun no matter what happens. I think it's going to be a great series, one that comes down to the wire. We're going to have a lot of moments that happen in that one. Pittsburgh and Montreal. Now, this one is the tale of 2 franchises that have been very, very solid ever since their founding here. So Montreal, very good team in the East this season. Pittsburgh, obviously, have been very good as a very good franchise. And they have gotten a little bit of the shaft. I mean, they made it to the finals last year.
Yeah.
Montreal just trying to get there.
Yeah. Right? Pittsburgh, they got those injuries, though. I think just competing in that series and pushing Montreal, I think will be a win for the Paladins.
But they're very solid, and they could make that run. So they're going to be a tough team. Montreal has got to be ready for them. They got to be ready for them.
Yeah, so who do you like here to go all the way, excluding St. Louis? Who would you pick?
I think Nashville's got it going on. I don't think that Kansas City necessarily does. I think Nashville's got that offense. They can turn it on and really compete with anybody. Socal is hot. El Paso, I'm never one to pick El Paso in this situation. Denver, they're a little young. I know they're good, but they're a little young there. I'll take Nashville out of the West. If not, if Zagarac comes back and he gets healthy, I'll take Honolulu, right? If they can get past the first round, but Nashville would probably be my pick.
So you got Nashville and who else?
We'll make your Western pick.
Oh, well, I took Honolulu in the preseason. I'll just stick with it. Screw it.
Honolulu. I will take in the Eastern Conference, I will take Montreal. I just believe that Montreal is just a very good team with Jerome Blackman. Jerome Blackman's basically unstoppable, and I think he's going to get it done for him, and keep pushing every game to be that top scorer and really lead his guys to the promised land. But Columbus, they're so hard to pick against. They're really hard to pick against.
And they almost got there last year. Obviously, that epic Game 7 lost to Pittsburgh.
And New York is hard to pick against too. Atlanta, you could make an argument for, but they're kind of flimsy in my opinion.
I'm sticking with Atlanta. No, I mean that's going to be a tough road to get through. I mean, if Atlanta gets there, you got to think they're going to play. Well, they got to beat New York. They got to beat that epic backcourt.
Mm-hmm.
You got to beat Montreal, who's playing at an extremely high level. And then you got to get through, my guess would be the Columbus-Kentucky winner. And whoever is the best team out of those two is going to be an elite opponent. So Atlanta's got an extremely hard road to hoe.
Yes, they do. And I'm excited for the East because I think that the East is stronger than the West. When I look at the field here, I think the East is definitely stronger. But I'm hard pressed here, guys. I'm not counting Columbus out. Don't construe my words here. I just think that Montreal can play against and keep up with Columbus where other teams might not be able to.
All right. Yeah, let us know who you guys like. Remember to vote in the forum as well. And we'll see you guys in the playoffs very soon. It will not be 2 weeks.
One thing I wanted to mention here before we get going here in the West is there's a lot of solid teams, but there's teams that have kind of flip-flopped too. It's kind of flimsy out here in the West as well. So I'll take Nashville. I got Nashville and Montreal.
Okay.
What is your finals?
Honolulu, Atlanta.
All right, guys. We will see you in the next one for the XBA playoffs. And of course, as you know, we do the rule where you play the first game and then you sim what? 3 games?
We're simming 2, 3, and 4 unless 4 is an elimination.
Got it. Okay, so we're going to try to pump this thing out for you and get it all wrapped up. So guys, also keep in mind that the XCAA is still coming. So it's kind of good timing here that we get the playoffs for the XBA, then we get the tournament going for the college level. You guys will be able to see your prospects for this upcoming season. And other than that, that's all we got for you here today. Leave a like if you like this thing. We will see you in the next one. As always, peace.